to another episode of Game Time. This week we are on the road in Penasco, home of the Panthers, and we're going to talk with the girls basketball team and head coach Mandy Montoya. Thanks for joining us this week.
Thanks for coming out.
Let's just jump right to it. How's your team playing right now?
We're playing good. We've been playing a lot of big schools, so we're just ready to get district started here pretty soon.
You're just coming off the NRG tournament, the Northern Rio Grande tournament. What did you learn about your team during that couple-day stretch?
Just about resiliency. We've had some adversity with injuries and, COVID cases and just girls just stepping up and playing bigger roles. Just everybody stepping up.
You, like a lot of schools, have had to deal with COVID and maneuver your way through the pandemic. How challenging has that been?
It's been tough. We've had 3 COVID cases within the team and now one of my assistant coaches. So like I said, it's just girls just having to step up. So I think at points in this season, out of, 13 games, 10 games, we haven't had the full squad. So, now that we're all back healthy, I'm hoping that, we go off on a big roll here.
Well, your non-district schedule included games against West Las Vegas, Santa Fe Indian School, Pewaukee, St. Michael's, Espanola Valley, Los Alamos. How did that challenging schedule help your team?
I'm also the athletic coordinator, so you're
the one to blame, right?
I purposely did that, so sorry guys. No, these girls are used to it. Since I got here, we've tried to just play a lot of big schools, even since the summer. So all summer, we're playing a lot of those bigger schools. It just challenges us and gets us better. It's always better to attempt great things and fall short than to conquer something you can already do. So, those big teams have really challenged us.
What kind of group do you have this year, and who's getting it done for you?
What kind of group? Well, this is probably the most versatile group I've ever coached. There's not really positions. There's a lot of kids that can do a lot of things, handle the ball, play inside. As far as getting it done, especially our seniors, the 3 seniors, starts off with Martina Tafoya, who is our starting point guard. Can shoot the ball, get into the lane, distributes. Maricela McCauley can play anything on the floor, very versatile. Can shoot the ball. Jenica Gurule, who is a beast on the boards. She's had a couple games where she's had 15, 14 boards. She just gets after it defensively. We have a young group as well. Besides that senior group of 3, with Annalise McCauley, who's our big kid in the middle. She dominates the post. Great footwork. Charnel Gonzalez could shoot the ball, gets into the lane. She's a good slasher. And we also have an 8th grader in the mix who started, and she's had to run the point for the past couple of games. And she can put up points quick, and she's able to handle the point and play a lot of other positions for us.
Penasco played in the state championship just a couple years ago, 2020, came up short in the title game, but what did you learn from that experience, and what does it take to get back there?
Well, we learned a lot from that experience. Out of that group, I have 2 that, did play a lot during that season. One, to never take the game for granted. We played in an empty pit. It could be taken away from you in a heartbeat. We know what it takes to get back there, and we just got to be ready to play no matter what. And so, just be prepared, and no matter what life throws at you, you play the hand that you're dealt, and we just got to be ready.
You played in the state championship and won a state championship as a player with Coronado. What do you remember about that experience? Just being challenged throughout the year. I reminded these girls a lot of, Navajo Prep coming into my district my junior year and challenging us. So I just referenced it this weekend was, how good Escalante is right now in challenging us. So we need that competition throughout the district, and it just makes us better. You take on Los Alamos this week for the second time this season. What do you hope to see from your girls?
Well, full strength. We didn't have everybody when we played them at the St. Mike's tournament. We lost that game by 3, so I'm just excited to have everybody back and healthy. Hopefully my assistant coach could return to us as well. We're just ready to play. We were right there with them. We played well at the St. Mike's tournament with a lot of big schools, so we're just ready to play.
All right. Well, good luck this week. Good luck the rest of the season. Hopefully no more COVID cases. You guys are healthy. Good luck the rest of the way, ladies. We'll be back with more Game Time after this.
The New Mexico Activities Association is excited to announce the NMAA 24/7 mobile app. Whether you're a student, coach, parent, or player, you can have the power of the NMAA right in the palm of your hand. Find scores and schedules, follow your favorite teams, receive special offers from NMAA sponsors, get state championship information, highlights, features, and much more. Download the free NMAA 24/7 mobile app in the App Store or Google Play. Get it now. Are you living the life of an athlete? The New Mexico Activities Association brings you Life of an Athlete, a resource for students, educators, and parents to understand the challenges students face. Athletes, did you know one night of drinking will negatively affect your athletic performance for 2 weeks? Or that athletes who drink and do drugs are twice as likely to get injured? Alcohol's effects can reduce a high school athlete's potential by as much as 20 to 30%. Are you living the life of an athlete? Log on to lifeofanathlete.com to find out today. Do you love sports? Do you want a front row seat for exciting high school sports action in New Mexico? If the answer is yes to either of those questions, then becoming an interscholastic sports official may be right for you. The New Mexico Officials Association is looking for individuals age 15 years or older to serve as officials in 10 different sports. No experience is necessary and training is provided. If you're interested, call 505-923-3110. That's 505-923-3110. Or go to the website nmact.org and click on the Officials tab.
Hi, my name is Martina Tafoya. I'm from Penasco High School. Welcome back to Game Time.
Back in 1996, Jarvis Mullahan averaged 33 points a game and helped his Navajo Pine team win their first ever boys state championship when they beat Animas in the 2A title game. Now his son, Jarvis Mullahan Jr., is trying to help his Kirtland Central team get to the postseason. Like father, like son. What do you remember about your high school playing days at Navajo Pine?
Well, so much. You go through as a student athlete, going through so many different experiences. And I was lucky, pretty much, being able to be supported by a really great coach. And a lot of things turned in my place for working hard, and things will work out for you in terms of what journey you provide. And that was my journey. And I did, to tell you the truth, JP, I never really thought, when I think about it this time, that I was going to experience experiences that I was going to get, by going to college and playing Division I, just by working hard, and I never really saw that. But I guess when you work hard in anything in life, everything just adds up.
Do you have a favorite high school memory?
Oh my gosh. Obviously, my favorite high school memory obviously is the one where we got the state tournament. We got to have a trophy in our hands. That was our pride story because it took so much to get there, JP. I mean, everything, each year was totally different because I went to the state tournament my sophomore year, and then that's when we played against Hot Springs with Royce Olney back then, and then we were out the first round, and then my junior year we were out the first round against Texaco, and then next thing you know, we come back my senior year when we beat Animas.
When you went on to go play at UTEP, what did it mean to you at the time to be one of the few Native American Division I basketball players in the country?
Well, I mean, that itself was again a blessing, JP. I can't even explain in words what the rewards were for that. I was just really just happy that I could be able to have the opportunity to play, and every day was a blessing, JP. And being able to, first of all, have a full ride scholarship was huge. And I wanted to be the first one in my family to be able to have a scholarship and to be able to go to college and be able to get my degree. And that was the biggest moment too for me. But playing for UTEP, every day was a blessing. I look forward to practice. I mean, I lived every moment like it was your last almost. So it was awesome, JP. I mean, for Native American, for Navajo like me, I wish anything's possible. The times I get the chance to talk with kids, you just got to believe in yourself, because I was born tall and kind of skinny. I wasn't born with quickness. I was born with extreme height or skill level, everything was just it was working on your skill every day, and good things will happen, and being at UTEP was awesome.
What's it like for you now as a dad to get the opportunity to watch your son play at the high school level?
It's a joy. As long as they compete, have fun, and work with their teammates, I'm good with that. And whatever they decide to do from there on out in terms of working on their craft, that's up to them. My son Junior already knows what he needs to work on, and I'm just trying to be more of a positive influence,
When you first started playing basketball, did you know what a successful career your dad had as a high school player and collegiate player?
Yeah. Well, first off, I didn't really know, but then he made like a huge impact. So
What sort of advice does he give you? And is there pressure having your dad there watch you and kind of critique your game a little bit?
yeah, he told me just stay calm, focus on the next play, and be aggressive, and the fans will see. But I just ignore it, just focus mainly on the court.
How would you describe yourself as a player?
I think I'm good, but I think I need to work on more stuff.
How are you similar to your dad as a player, and how are you guys different?
He's really good at leadership and stuff. I think I need to start building that because I'm kind of shy. But I think this year and next year I need to start building up my leadership, especially next year because I'm gonna be a senior next year. I want to be able to play at the next level and make a huge impact.
Do you and your dad ever play one-on-one, or when was the last time you guys went head-to-head on the court?
Man, I think it was maybe last summer. We did a little one-on-one. And yeah, then he won. First he won.
Hey JP, I bully balled him because he's too quick, to just guard in front of him, just to guard him. But yeah, so he had, obviously I'm not in shape as I used to be, JP. So he was a lot quicker, so I had to give him that. So I had to just bully ball him, just back my way on him, boom, 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 turn around and put it in the basket.
Is there pressure or expectations to live up to kind of what your dad did on the basketball court?
He did what he did. He played D1, but I just want to focus on myself and see what I can do at my full potential.
This week, Kirtland Central has road games at Espanola Valley and Grants. But basketball isn't the only winter sport that's in play. Wrestling is currently on the mat. More than 24 programs took part in the Conflict at Cleveland Wrestling Tournament, featuring some of the top talent in the state. On the boys' side, Cleveland took top honors with 218.5 points, finishing ahead of Farmington and Los Lunas. On the girls' side, Miyamura dominated the field with 152 points. The Cleveland and Las Cruces girls finished in the top 3. The annual Joe Vivian meet takes place this weekend in Albuquerque. That's going to do it for another episode of Game Time. Be sure to watch us every week. You never know where we're going to show up, but you do know the time. Game Time. We'll see you next time on Game Time.